Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. This is your host, Sandi Ballard, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you listening, for reading this if you're reading the typed version, teasing you to listen in, and I appreciate all of you who have shared the podcast with others on your social media or however you've shared it, so really appreciate it. And I really appreciate you taking the time to invest in you. Your comments, emails, messages keep me going as well, and I really appreciate that. And thanks to the new listener out here in California, Lindsay Kemp, and for her tagging other people on Facebook, and so they'll actually listen to it as well. So thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you on being a new listener and what you think. And wow, time is ticking away. 7 weeks left. And people are doing some amazing things. Not just my clients, but those of you that I've heard from. Yes, many ups and downs. There's been many ups and downs, twists and turns, shifting and pivoting, but not stopping, which is really just incredible. It's been great hearing how all of you are committed to finishing the year strong. Because otherwise, I'd have to get out my pointy shoes and my whip, right? As you know, I'm a runner, and I do a lot of comparisons to running in these podcasts. And life is like running a race on a path you aren't familiar with, isn't it? I remember one race where I had been going uphill for a long time, so much so that my lower back was starting to hurt. I had looked at the course online before and sort of mapped it out in my head as far as mileage. And I was like, God, this should be over by now. And then I turned the corner and I looked as I was running around the corner and I saw people still going uphill. And I was like, oh shit. I was discouraged. And I thought to myself, when does this stop? When is it going to flatten out? And I had two choices at that moment. And I chose to dig deeper. And I didn't stop. And I actually surprised myself a little bit that day. So what about you? When have you surprised yourself? When have you thought to yourself, I thought this would be easier? I mean, haven't we all sometimes? No matter if it's writing a proposal, pitching to a new client, working out, running, learning to cook something new, interviewing, speaking, presenting, haven't we all thought from both sides, both ends of the spectrum? For example, God, I thought this would be easier. I thought I was prepared. To, wow, that was easier than I thought. Because I was prepared. You can't always be prepared in life, right? And there was another marathon, half marathon, don't do marathons, half marathon that I did that I was able to think just that. Wow, that was easier than I expected. And why? Because I had asked for help. I'd asked for help with the training, so I had a plan put together that I followed. And yes, throughout my few years of running, because I didn't start running till I was 40, I've had a lot of unexpected bullshit that's knocked me off track. And that's life. I've missed races due to injury because I ignored signs. I didn't follow the plan. I didn't listen to the help I was getting. And I didn't, actually, most of my injuries were before I'd asked for help. Sometimes it's hard, no matter what it is. It hurts, it's tiring. And you have to focus on the results that you want. So last week's podcast was about digging deeper by planning out the last 8 weeks of 2019. I asked you to write down the dates of each week, starting November 4th, so that Monday. What is the desired result you want to play for? Envision it, dig deep, then you create your action steps more intentionally. So how'd you do after that week? At the end of each week, review what happened, what's worked, why, what's not worked, why. Make adjustments. Remember the quote, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never change the goal. Now, 7 weeks left. How are you feeling? What are you thinking? And here's the biggie. What do you need help with? What or who can help with something that will get you over that hump? That will help you with a task or an action item that you've been avoiding or isn't going well. Maybe you've tried and just, you're like, this bullshit, I can't do this. Remember your environment. We've cleaned them out. Now, who or what is it that you need? Life is a team sport. What is it that you need help with to finish the year strong? I know, it's the holidays. Everyone's busy. I don't want to bother someone with my bullshit. I should know how to do this. People think I'm stupid or incompetent if I ask for help. I mean, what other bullshit excuses do you have that will keep you from asking for help? That's why, I built the tribe around me. I learned I needed help. And my tribe, and I created the monthly connecting event lovingly called Bitches and Booze to get women comfortable enough to ask for the help they need. It's part of our Taboo Tribe events, and it's what I'm doing here with you on this podcast. I'm getting you to dig deeper. So that sometimes is what it takes to be able to step out of your comfort zone and ask for help, because you've always been able to do it, right? And not just ask for help, but receive the help. You do know, or you do want to achieve your goals, right? You do want to finish the year strong. You do want to have more fun, right? Well, you probably want to be able to help others as well. And think about it. Think about the last time someone helped or asked you for help and you helped them. How'd you feel? Kind of flattered? Yeah? Well, okay, maybe except for that person that's asked you how to do something with the printer or file something 25 times. I mean, somebody that really asked you for your expertise, usually you're like, that's really cool. I appreciate that you thought of me to help you. So why don't you give someone that opportunity to be excited and flattered and honored to help you? Sometimes we're not always equipped to finish what we started, and it's okay to ask for help. Trust me, it took me a long time and years of disappointment to learn who and how to ask for help, especially with this move from Indiana to California. And there's a lot of fallout from that, and it's a shame. But, I didn't stop and ask properly. And I've still learned, see, you still make mistakes after that, all these years, but you learn from that. Communication is what I learned. This week, listen in, then email me, sballard@growingforward.biz, or post here, what can help you finish strong? What do you need help with? It could be a simple task or something you don't know where to get. I mean, I'm perusing these Huntington Beach Facebook pages. People are posting for help or recommendations all the time, and it's fantastic. All right? So if you aren't sure even what you need help with, set up a time to chat with me. Again, sballard@growingforward.biz, or comment here. Let's talk. I can hear what challenge you're going through, and together we can create the solution. All right? Have a great week, and I look forward to getting your emails and hearing or seeing the 7 weeks, what you've got left, and how you're going to finish strong. Have a great week. Cheers.